Hey everybody, this is TJ Cates with Nashville Entertainment Weekly. I'm with.
Jill Santabanez and the lovely
Earlene Mandrell.
We're so excited that you're here. Everybody gets excited everywhere you go.
Oh, no, it's not
No,
me.
they do. They tell me.
Really?
We saw Pat
Thank you.
walking through.
It's exciting tonight because, we'll be performing on the Grand Ole Opry stage, and that's cool.
the Grand Ole Opry
We're-
House. We're here Sunday Morning Country.
We're right
Yeah.
backstage and we can hear the music playing. They just open the curtains. It's so magical.
And everybody here, most everybody I haven't seen in so long, I grew up with.
Oh, really?
You know, even if once in a while I run into Brenda Lee, and she was like an icon in my house when I was a kid.
Of course.
She was a kid too, but she was already singing, and Barbara fell in love with her and bought her
Oh,
albums.
Your
and
sister?
Barbara played them all the time. Yeah, my little bit older sister Barbara. But she, you know, so Brenda Lee's been an extended family, and Diane Sherrill, and you know all the people that are performing tonight. I grew up around them.
What I love is you were singing with your family when you first started, and now your daughter is going to be singing with you today.
She is so talented. It's an honor that I get to sing with her. But she started singing. She sings on her own, but she started singing when I could, doing like just backup, and I would feature her. And I actually had a place, the last place we worked, they called up and said, we want her to co-host with you the show.
Wow.
And so she's incredible. She also has, tonight you'll hear her sing, but like on stage, she has an incredible personality. She's fun,
Oh, yeah?
she's funny, she's beautiful.
Well, you do too, though.
Oh,
What do you
yeah.
do?
I think
All
I'm
three of
funny,
you-
but
all
I
the
didn't know
three
if
of y'all
anyone else
sisters-
did.
I'm going to move this up right in the middle of a conversation. But all three of y'all sisters, you have different personalities, and I think that's kind of cool. You have your own little
Isn't that-
Mandrell way about it.
Isn't that
is it
funny?
True?
It's
I
so
think it
true.
is
When we started I don't know how many people remember Barbara
Veronica
Mandrell and the
Show.
Mandrell sisters because it's so long ago.
It's all over
Yes,
the
of course.
streaming channels now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. it
Okay,
comes on
so
quite a
maybe
bit.
some people. But when we started, we got there and there was 12 writers. And people thought, well, they wrote you, like mine was a little bit ditzy. And they're like, so they wrote you that part. And I was like,
But you're not
no,
ditzy.
they really, well, no, they got to know. They got to know who we were. And then they
Sure.
wrote stories about who we were. It was like so close to our real personalities.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
a
Not
lot
that
of
Barbara's
fun.
bossy or anything.
Yeah, but
they
you
do
guys-
jokes about her
Somebody
being
had to
bossy
take the
or
lead,
something.
You're
and
an
now you're
actress,
taking the lead.
Nobody
right?
see it.
You have fun
She's
with
the
your
oldest
character.
child. It's like
Yeah.
oldest child's. That each person, we are the typical oldest, middle, and youngest child thing.
Sweet.
But a lot of people don't like being the middle child. Louise loves it.
Oh, I love it. I'm a middle
Are you
child.
okay? Because she's right there, kind of in the middle. And she knows both of us so well, and she's the not the referee because we don't really fight, but like she's just in between. She's a lot like Barbara and a lot like me put together.
She's neutral.
But I like being
Yeah.
the baby because that means they check on me and they take care of me. They
There you
always
go.
have.
They
And
look
Barbara
after
likes
you.
telling everybody what to, not in a bad way, constructive criticism.
Sure. Well, everybody older has the experience, just like you, and you get to bring your experience with what you've done your whole life with your daughter, and
Thanks.
that is so amazing.
It's fun to share. She's so together. Vanessa's amazing, and so is now Christina, my youngest daughter, is supposed to be here tonight. Normally, I get to perform if I'm in town, and I hire the band. My son's a drummer, Derek, and then
love
we
Christina
love
That's
that.
the
We
thing
saw you at
about
the
it.
Nashville Palace.
Yeah.
You were saying Pat Holt was on stage with you and your husband.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like when you have family, it just feels good. I mean, it's fun anyway, but it's extra special.
We
with
enjoy that.
family.
We travel
Yeah,
together.
But
and
you
then-
guys get that. That's
And we're
cool.
doing that with
It's
Aunt
fun.
Lisa. We did the
Our daughter's
Mississippi
only
Music
4.
She
Awards.
is beautiful.
About a
Thank
month
you.
ago at the Mississippi Music Awards, there's about 500 people out there. She jumps up and gets the mic and sang happy birthday to the road commissioner, and she's just,
Isn't
so
that
she's
great?
around it, so that's what she knows, and that you're around it, so it's just natural, and
And the
your-
kids are
and your
around
kids
it,
are
just
around
like
it.
yours, yes.
And everybody's really hungry for that right now, just a real family they can relate
Yes.
to, and the Mandrells, that's always been it.
It's all about God, family, and country, and
In that
is.
exact order that you just said.
yeah,
Thank you
and
very
that's
much for
right.
saying
That's,
Good for
that's
you.
it.
Let's talk about the song that you're going to be singing today.
This song, Vanessa, my daughter I talked about, brought it to me. We wanted to do a duet together that was spiritual. And she goes, tell me what you think of this song. And I listened to it, and I've got teary eyes and goosebumps. And she said it did the same thing to me. And of course, the people performing it are incredible. You know, Jennifer Nettles and Brandi Carlile. I mean, how do you not like get goosebumps when they sing, especially
yeah.
together?
I could not agree more.
But the
They're both
song,
amazing.
the words to the song, we didn't know the history of it, and it was from a movie and a play and all that, and it was not a spiritual song. It was not to Jesus, but the only line when we listened to it closer that we needed to change was that says 4 days in your arms, and we just said forever in your arms because that's about
Beautiful.
So
Jesus.
powerful.
Yeah, and everything else fades away, and it's wonderful. We loved it, and I'm working on a spiritual album that I'm going to have Vanessa sing the duet with me on the album, and I don't know when it'll get finished because we don't really hurry at things.
Yeah, well, you can't rush something
Well,
beautiful
just like the
that.
lyric
Just have
change right
fun.
there. It's just there comes Pat Holt right there. What's up? This is
Hey,
Pat
my
Holt. He's coming to
husband,
get you, man.
Pat,
We're fixing to get in
and Pat's a
trouble.
producer, and he produces it all.
Recording studio
He
extraordinaire.
is great, yes.
And Pat, you've been doing.
Come on
you've
up,
been
Pat. Come on,
recording.
come on up,
there you
Pat.
go.
There you
So
go.
you've been producing and engineering. You said the first one was Loretta and Conway.
Conway Loretta,
Oh my goodness.
1975.
That's some history.
You must have done that as a high school project. 'cause
Yeah,
you're
I
so
did.
young.
That's right. And that's exactly
That
right.
is incredible. Well, you've been on Music Row for a really long time. People can count on you for really good music. If you're looking for incredible, I mean, what genres do you do? Do you focus on country? Because everybody has a sound that they want to hit.
No, I mean yes. I mean
Okay.
that's been my forte for a long time. But
Yeah.
I've done a lot of big pop rock records over
Have
the
you?
years. So
Amazing.
you know,
One of the
very-
ones. Did you work Dr. Hook?
Dr. Hook, yeah.
Dr. Hook, like the
Sweet.
big album that came out, like what was that, late 70s, 80s, something like that?
Late 70s through middle 70s through the early 80s.
Very
yeah.
cool, man. I didn't know that.
And you stay current. You know what's hot right now. You know what people are listening to on the radio.
I keep up with the radio just about every day.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's so important.
you know, but I try to set precedents and not follow them.
Yeah.
So
And you're
know,
also a guitarist.
well,
Can I-
I'm really
can I
a
use
drummer.
that one? That's a good one.
So
We've seen you
but
play
I play
on
a little.
stage.
I play a little
Yeah, tell us
guitar.
you got up
We
there.
just
and played
reminded
guitar.
her that
Yeah.
you played.
Yeah, so my musical ability is not great. That's why I hire all the great musicians that are here.
You
in
get some
Nashville.
killer session
Yeah,
musicians
yeah.
that come
You
down
do.
there.
So
You really do.
you know, you hire the right guy for the right job or girl. So
Yeah.
you know, excuse me, I'm trying to be.
We
Right.
we know what you
Sure.
mean. But yeah, to be a musician, that's how you're such a good recording studio, because you understand music. And just like she said, she took a song that was so powerful and so big, one lyric change and it changes everything.
Yeah.
We see that a lot in music now with the non-denominational and the big productions that they have. They take normal music off the radio, and when you play it in an environment of a church, it really has a different meaning.
Right.
It almost sounds like a rock
I think
song.
people
when
are
they
gonna
add
go with their
guitars to it, when they add
change.
drums to
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a lot
Erling's
of
new
fun.
Christian album that we're recording right now, we're trying to keep that classic sound that
Yep.
we love, that Nashville sound, but
Right.
make it a little more modern, a little
Right,
more,
for
add a little
radio.
pop
Yeah,
for
to
it,
pick
you
it
know.
up.
Christian contemporary is, you know, very pop today,
It
and
is. Yes.
but it's also very traditional. So
Of course.
you know, and there's so many different
Has a good message.
genres. You know, you look at the Christian charts, and it's like, wow, there are so many Christian charts out there today,
Are they all categorized?
and they're all
then?
categorized
Yeah.
in different things. You know, and that's great.
Yes.
So more.
Some are kind of hard rock, almost metal.
And yet it's Christian.
And yeah,
You
it's
got to do
pretty-
whatever you
think
do to
they're
get
more-
somebody in church nowadays, though, and that if they hear music they can relate to, it's going to get
Yeah.
them come back
You
to
see
church.
the
Yeah.
charts, and I think there are more categories in Christian. You know, gospel. A lot of people just say gospel, and it's not just gospel. You know, it's contemporary, it's country, it's blues, it's rock, it's rap.
So many
It's,
subgenres.
I'm telling you, it's just So it's that's the great thing about it.
I just say spiritual.
and
There you go.
That
Yes.
covers it
trying
all.
is
spiritual is as it should be. you
Well, I know
so.
everybody's excited about her music, so it's incredible that you guys are such a great team, of course, because you sing it, you can record it, and then you guys can put it out.
We love
and
doing
come to
it.
places like this, which is incredible. Congratulations.
We have a
Thank you.
small studio set up at the house, and so I've taught her how to run Pro Tools.
Oh, did
Oh,
you?
wow.
And I'll be working the studio
That's a big
downtown
deal.
on the road while she's working in the studio at home doing vocals. And
Nice.
so then I'll
They'll lay
take
down
some-
a track and bring it home, and like awesome track.
All the
So-
work that you've
Hook
done,
it up.
yeah, during the day.
It's
That's
fun.
really awesome. Well,
Yes.
tell everybody your
Teamwork,
recording
teamwork,
studio.
teamwork.
Yeah, you guys know.
Midtown Sound Studio,
you
Nashville,
go.
Tennessee. We've been in that location 20 years. I hate to say it, I've been doing this for 48 years this year.
Experience. It's all
That's
about
amazing,
the
and I
Yeah.
look back at that career, and look at her and her family and how far that goes back, and
Of
so
course.
I'm very
And
blessed,
now her daughters.
Yeah.
Yes,
extremely
son.
blessed to have
Yes.
done what I've done, and feel just feel very lucky.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you guys.
Thank
I
you.
don't
Thanks.
have anything to say. This was
Now we're going
easy.
to go do a show.
I just been sitting there checking my Facebook, doing my expo. Tell them where they can find you. I know you have a wonderful website. I just went and
Well,
researched it a second ago.
The thing is,
EarleneMandrell.com.
Earlene is not named after an Earl. My dad was an Irby, so the spelling is IRLENE. So
Love it.
EarleneMandrell.com, I have a website.
And it's right here below us. We're watching
Oh,
TV
it is?
right now. It's
Okay.
below.
And
And if
also
you look
the
at that text
Facebook.
box down there, you can do one click.
Facebook, it's
Takes you
Earlene
right-
Mandrell Official.
Yeah, we've got those links for you right now. And tell them where they can find you on 18th Avenue.
So you can just look at MidtownSoundStudios.com or PatHoleProduction.com, and that's where we are.
The picture of you guys in my studio down below Memphis, we're right below where Elvis was. And there's actually a picture that we all took years ago, 5 years ago. What was the place
The
up on 8th
Sutler.
Avenue? I love that picture. It's just the most beautiful picture.
Yes, we need to
The
take
early
another
days
one.
of iPhones, so
I
we did it
know.
right. Well, thanks so much for
Thank
coming
you.
in. Guys, it's TJ Cates with Nashville Entertainment Weekly with.
Jill Santabanez
Earlene Mandrell.
and
Pat Hope.
All right, thanks a lot, y'all.
Thank you.